welcome to another video of the DSA playlist using Python. And in this video we are going to discuss about a very easy and a very interesting problem, which is a two-sum. Now what exactly two-sum is something like you will have a array of numbers, okay, and also one target value will be there, okay. And what you have to do, that you have to find the indexes, okay, by two indexes, by which two elements by which the target will be filled up. Like for example, here the index are like 0 and another one is 1, correct? Why? Because at this position 0, 2 is there, okay, at this position 2 is there, and this position like 7 is there. 2 plus 7 equal to, you will get a 9, correct? So this is how the things actually is. Yeah, so you can see 0 and 1 is the output, which is like a list you have to actually send, okay, which actually the indexes of those numbers, not the numbers, the indexes you have to return. And like here also, okay, here also you can see, okay, 3 4 and 2 6, then 1 and 2, okay. And if I talk about constraints, then like the number of like nums dot length, like mean the length of the array, and what are the elements could be there, what could be the target constants are there, okay. So by the way, like can you come up with an algorithm which is less than O of n square time complexity? Normally what we can do is we can go to array wise we can traverse, and like what we can do is normally, for example, let me copy this one, okay, yeah. So what we can do is, for example, we can set a like a one pointer here, like and we can traverse like here, then here, and then here, and we can find out the solution, okay. Like target is 9, for 2 what will be the thing? For example it is 18, okay, for example it is 18, the target is 18, then for 2 we cannot have any value to find an 18, okay, fine. But then what do we have to do? We have to increase our like that pointer to this value, okay, and then again we have to search. No, like even 7 plus 11 will be 18, so we can find it. So we don't know at what cause we can find the ultimate like traverse ultimate result, right? Like for example, one for loop would be there, under which like another for loop we have to write, okay. Based on that we have to do, right? So what is happening, that O of n square time complexity will be coming. So in the question it is already mentioned that like can you come up with another algorithm which is less than O of n square time complexity, okay. So in DSA, when you are solving any problem, okay, you need to understand one thing. If you want to decrease the time complexity, then you have to come up with something like an extra data structure where you can optimize the time complexity, okay. That is one thing. Also inside that data like container also you can do that. It's not like in everywhere you have to do in such a way, in the like you have to take another data structure. It's not like that, but yeah, in maximum solutions you will be like watching that, like when we are trying to decrease the time complexity, you have to like come up with another data structure so that you can use it for optimization, okay, optimization the time complexity, okay. So obviously space complexity might be compromised, that's fine, we do not have any issue on that, but we have to decrease the time complexity, that is for sure. Now here, like here you can see that the numbers, like the array is not sorted, okay. Then same problem will be coming when the array input array is sorted. This is another one, Leetcode 167, you can check it out. So here what is happening, that you can see that like the array is sorted, array is sorted, and like see, sorted in non-decreasing order, that means in increasing order, okay. And here also like there is nothing like O of n square they have mentioned, that obviously like if it is sorted already, then we can use some of the good techniques actually to do it. So I will talk about this also. This is called like this is when the input array is sorted. If I say directly, you can use two pointer techniques, Okay, I will take it, don't worry, we will talk about it. First let's talk about this one. So if you haven't gone through the previous video, I would say like at least go and watch that video and try to understand that how the like hashing and a hash map actually is getting used to like do this kind of operations. In this problem we are going to use a hash map for sure. So in our like in Python, okay, we are going to use a dictionary actually to store like this kind of things. Okay, and once we will be using that one, okay, so we can easily decrease the time complexity. Let me show you how. For example, I'm taking one hash map, okay, and what we can do is for I in range, okay, len of nums. Okay, once it is there, like what we can do is, okay, h map of nums of I, okay, equal to I. What we are doing here, that we are storing the key by the values of the list which has been provided, and we are storing in the value part the indexes. Like it is something like for example here 2 and this is there, right? So what will happen that like 2 will be there, okay, 1 second, sorry, yeah, 2 will be there, and what will happen that like 2, and that will point to another value which will be coming like, for example, 1, correct? Sorry, it will be 0, sorry, and then again it will be coming up like 7, and then it will be yeah, it will be 1. For 11 it will be 2, for 15 it will be 3, for example. Okay, this is how it will be happening. So let's go to the LeetCode. So this is how we are storing this one. So now the things will come, that what we can do, we can directly search, like for example for I in range, okay, len of nums. Okay, what we can do is we can find out a complement. Okay, comp equal to, for example, target minus nums of I. We got it. Now this one we have to search. Okay, now if comp in h map and also h map of comp not equal to I. Okay, if it is happening, then only we are going to return the list of I comma h map of comp. This is how we are doing it. Now what is happening here, that for in entire array we are finding the comp for each value. For example, for comp will be, for 2 comp will be 7, so we are going to search this 7 inside our h map which we have created here. That's why I was saying, to decreasing the time complexity, it is very important to use another data structure. Now you can tell me that if the what will be the time complexity for this search operation and all. Let's search it. Okay, let's learn and like try to like use Google to understand the thing. Time complexity to search any key at any dictionary in, as it is a dictionary, right? So you can see O of 1. Okay, that is O of 1. So it's not taking any extra time to search there. That's why we are using it. Correct. Now, for example, if any hash map, if I write, for example, you can see 1. So internally the hash map is implemented, actually nothing else. Okay, so that's why we are using it, correct? So that's why we are actually normally using it. So if it is in, like, you can also search by this in operator, like what is the time complexity of this in operator in searching of the keys in the dictionary. Why I am googling and showing it to you, because you also should understand what exactly happening inside it. Okay, what is the time complexity? Once you will be in an interview, the interviewer will be asking you for sure that what is the time complexity of this operation. Okay, like if it is inside this one, then we are going to then we are going to obviously return it, right? If it is not there, then there is nothing to worry about. And now what, obviously this one, you might be talking about this, right? Now for example, okay, chalo, any example, for example, like if I take any array, for example 4, 5, 6, and if I am getting the target value is 8, okay, target value is 8, then what will happen? Obviously it will happen for 4, okay, the target value, obviously we will have to search, obviously it will be 4, and 4 is already present there, actually it is already present there in the hash map, correct, for that index. So that's why we have to check this one, either this h map of comp is equal I or not. If it is not, then only it is fine. If it is equal that, then we cannot take it up. So that's why this one is also needed. Okay, you need to understand. Yeah, if any doubt is there, you can let me know in the comment section. Let's run this code and check either everything is correct or not. Hope it would be okay. Yeah, so see, all the test cases are running up. So here, like if you want to run for your own test cases, you can do that as well. No, nothing to worry about. Okay, so yeah, so this is the one. Let's submit this. It's very easy. 2sum is the very basic problem in Leetcode. Like why I am explaining all these things, just to so that the beginners could be in a comfortable zone, nothing else. Okay, now here the question comes. I should have actually make another video for this, but I am not going to make it because there is no need. Okay, you need to understand once how we reverse any error and all. That is a very basic thing, right? So that technique we are going to use here only. Let me show you. For example, here if I say any list, for example, let me take the example from this one. I'll equal to this one. For example, you want to traverse reverse the array. Okay, obviously we can use that reverse function. I'm not going to use it. What I can do is I equal to 0. I'm trying to make you understand one thing, and we can write j equal to len of l and then -1. Then what will happen here? Okay, so here what is going to happen, that obviously I will be 0, that means it is pointing to this one. Let's consider, and len of l obviously will take 4 and -1 is 3, that means this index it will point. Now if I write while, this is the 2-pointer technique. I'm actually setting up the thing one second. What is happening actually here? Let's see. So one pointer will be pointing to this one, and another pointer I will take and it will point to this one. Okay, then what is going to happen, that I can increment this one, I can decrease this one as well, I can go up to this one also, and I can go this one. When they will cross themselves, when I will not be less than j, then we can break. Okay, so this is the way actually 2-pointer technique actually occurs. Okay, happens. Okay, so now what is going to happen, that while obviously I less than j, what we can do, that we can do I plus equal to 1, and also do we can j minus equal to 1. So this is the like pointers we are shifting. But before that, what we can do, for example, like for example, if I want to reverse that, what we can do, that 2 and 15 we can reverse, correct? Now like what we can do, like L1 of I comma L1 of j, okay, equal to L1 of j comma L1 of I. Okay, the interviewer might be asking you in any interview, technical interview, might be asking you that do not use that reverse function and reverse it. Okay, at that time you can use this kind of techniques, two-pointer technique. Actually it is a very basic example of two-pointer technique, but this technique will be getting used in somewhere else. Okay, after that we can like print actually the L1. Okay, before that let me print L1 also. Okay, and let's run this. You can see 2 7 11 15, then 7 one second, what is happening? Sorry, plus equal to 1, that's why the error is coming. Yeah, so now you can see 2 7 11 15 and then 15 11 7 2. The reverse has been happened actually. Okay, so this is how actually the two-pointer technique actually works. Now here if we want to implement that one, so in the input array is sorted. Okay, what we can do, we can do one thing, that we can search, like for example, what we have to search, we have to search actually, like for example 18, for example, correct? Now 15 and 2, okay, what will be the sum of these things? Obviously the 17 is greater than like 17 is obviously less than 18, correct? If it is less than 18, what we are going to do, we have to increment the thing, as the array is already sorted, so we know that which pointer to be incremented or decremented to get the more higher value. Obviously if we decrement the 15, then obviously the lesser value will be coming up, correct? And if the lesser value will be coming up, the sum will not be obviously matching up, right? That, so obviously what we have to do, we have to increment the I, not the j. Okay, so you have to increment the I, then the I will be pointing out here only, correct? So now let's take the sum, 15 plus 7, which is 22. So 22 obviously is greater than 18. Now as it is greater than 18, then what we can do, we can decrease this j. Now it will be coming up here. Then again 7 plus 11, then what will happen? 18. The 18 equal 18. So we have to do this increment and decrement like up to when I less than j, and in this interval if we find any sum which will be like qualifying with our target, then only we are going to say that okay, these are the two indexes. Otherwise obviously nothing will be getting written. Okay, now if in the question if it is not matching, so obviously it will return -1 or something like that. It might be like that. Let me check. No, nothing they have said. The input errors of like no either generated the solution, you may use the same element twice. Okay, solution. Okay, so nothing like that. Okay, so for example here numbers target -1, these two will add and -1, that is fine. Okay, so here what is happening, that at that actually problem, what was there, that the index was starting from 0, but here the index is starting from 1, I think. Okay, if you see 1, 2, so you have to return accordingly. Let's see how we can do that. For example, I comma j equal to 0 comma, okay, len of नम्स कर देते हैं इसको यार, नंबर्स नहीं रखते हैं, चलो ठीक है जैसे है वैसे ही ठीक है, numbers -1, correct? Now while I is less than j, what we can do is like if okay numbers of I plus numbers of j would be greater than target. Okay, then what we can do, we can write j minus equal to 1, correct? Now elif, it will be less than target, correct, less than target. Then what will happen? I plus equal to 1. Else it is equal, obviously in the else part it is going to equal, obviously we are going to return, okay, I plus 1 comma j plus 1. Now why this plus 1? Because obviously it is starting from 1 only. That's why if it is if the in the like question if it's like that 0, then we can write like directly I comma j. Okay, so let's run this. You can see both the test cases have been passed, and if I submit this, for example, see things got passed 100%. So that is how you can actually like check that what exactly can be the better solution for you. What is the time complexity for this? Obviously one single while loop, O of n divided by 2 actually, and that is like almost O of n. Big O notation is there, no? So asymptotic notations they are. So O of n time complexity we can check. So that is how you can solve. There are many other problems also based on this two sum problem. So we will talk about this later on in another video. But for now, like I am going like why I am solving this kind of problem, so that a beginner can understand, and the order where by which I am like uploading and explaining these concepts, please try to follow that order as well. If you are a complete beginner, if you don't know anything about it, then it would be easier for you to make a good grasp of understanding while doing the DSA. Okay, so it is very important, because if you will be doing something like randomly, okay, like one concept if you haven't cleared, you should not go for the advanced one. That's why I'm saying, okay, the order is very important to get a good understanding and good experience with the DSA problems. Okay, so this much for today guys, and see you in the next video. And please hit the like button and also subscribe the channel if you are see, I'm not saying that like this is the best playlist of DSA and all on YouTube. Like many other good explanation and explanatory videos are there, but for dedicated towards Python, like I haven't found anything, and that's why I'm trying to create something which will be helping for the like. These days I see like a lot of college students have started their programming journey by Python only. They don't have any understanding of C or C++. Directly they jump into the Python. They think that okay, this is the best way for being a machine learning engineer or data scientist, which is actually a wrong idea. Actually, I do not support that. You should go for C first or C++ first and try to understand the basic concepts and fundamentals of those languages first, and then you should come up here actually. But yeah, it's up to them. Like that's why I thought, okay, let's make something which will be very beginning, like if you are starting with Python. Okay, so this much for today guys, and surely subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that every video could be reach to you through notification. Yeah, so see you in the next video. Thank you so much.